Hi, my name is Josephine D'Argent and I'm studying early childhood teaching. I'm dyslexic. This means that reading can be difficult for me. Nonetheless, it hasn't hampered my love of books. As a teacher, I see my dyslexia as a strength. It enables me to better empathise with students who struggle with learning and offer them a vast range of strategies to help them out. I had great teachers as a child who taught me to work to my strengths. The Australian Professional Standard for Teachers states that quality teachers are essential for better learning. As an undergraduate teacher, this leaves me questioning what makes a quality teacher. AITSL suggests that quality teachers need to be involved in planning and managing their own career goals. During the course of my placement, I have set myself the goal of building relationships, completing my practicum in a foundation class. I have chosen to focus this presentation on the strand of English and the sub-strand of literature. Akara states that foundation students are required to engage with a variety of texts for enjoyment. I would like to focus on finding enjoyable ways to incorporate literature into the classroom. The content descriptor underpinning my presentation is edu20006, retell familiar literary texts through performance and use of illustrations and images. The suggested elaborations for this task are the use of recited poems and nursery rhymes, the use of digital technologies to retell events and recreate characters, and the use of drawing, labelling and role-play representations of characters or events. In addition to the elaborations mentioned by Akara, I would also like to try using elaborations of my own, such as felt storyboards and a bead bracelet task. Whilst the felt storyboards allow students to use pre-made felt pieces to reenact the story, the bead bracelet task is a little more abstract as it uses coloured beads to represent each part of the story, and these are placed on a bracelet in order, and they can be used as prompts when retelling. AITSL's Graduate Teacher Standard T4.1 states that graduate teachers need to support student participation by identifying strategies to support inclusive student participation and engagement in classroom activities. As the content descriptor ACELT1580 involves retelling familiar literary texts, it is easily translated into small group and paired tasks that would offer social interaction. It also lends itself well to more hands-on approach, such as using props or manipulatives, thus proving to be a great content descriptor to improve student participation. Established that the English substrand of literacy is close to my heart and that I wish to build relationships, the only thing left to establish is how I would go about this. I've sourced 2 Scoodle resources that would effectively support my teaching. These are shown below. One is a short video that teaches children how to retell a story, and the other is a manipulative, as it is an online interactive story mapping tool that teaches children how to map out a narrative. The mapping tool allows children to learn how to identify the components of a story, such as the title, setting, characters, orientation, complication, and resolution. These tools teach children how to retell a familiar story. Once students know the basics of how to retell, they can then be given the freedom to investigate the process using props and other concrete materials. The use of manipulatives such as this is a constructivist approach, based on the idea that students are better able to learn content when they use concrete objects to actively make meaning for themselves. As one of my aims is to foster relationships, I'd also love to incorporate elaborations such as drama games with props that offer students a chance to explore character and story development in an improv setting, as this offers students a safe, supportive environment. Improv is safe because the students are in control. It is a place to experiment and build confidence. I am hoping that the relationships I build during this placement will help me not only learn about the teachers and students around me, but also how to become a better teacher.